All right, eCountNews.com has got the legendary Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, former light heavyweight champ. All right, champ, we just got The Rock on board. He's not real happy. Give me your thoughts on Hasim's performance tonight.
Well, we're both not real happy because he made a easy fight hard. You know, very simple. You know, is me getting into his head, telling him this is what we have to do. You know, once we establish the jab, you know what I'm saying, moving the head movement a little bit inside, work to the body. The fight was a done deal. But, you know, he just wanted to knock the guy completely out. You know, he wanted to electrify the fans. But sometimes, you know, when you're that close to fighting for a title, you have to really dig deep. And you know, he dug deep and got the guy out of there. He did what he had to do, got the guy out of there. You know, it would have been a big embarrassment if we would have went to 10 rounds.
Right.
But he did what he had to do. That's the only plus side is, you know, he dug down and got the guy up out of there. So, but there's, you know, a few things that we have to work on when we get back in the gym. And it's not going to be a long, drawn-out process because now I know what needs to be done.
Yeah, then I was just telling you, this kind of a fight might be a blessing in disguise, right? Because you see some things you could work on now.
I've seen a few things.
Yeah.
And like I said, Hasim knows how to fight. I'm not going to have to tell him how to fight. You know, we just got to make a few adjustments. And believe me, I'm capable of making adjustments. I know how to do that.
Yeah, you've done it once or twice in your career.
I'm not worried about that. Yeah. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
I know Hasim didn't try to sugarcoat nothing. You just heard him. So let me try you a little bit. Do you think the guy backing up and running for half the fight had anything to do with it?
Listen. Everybody knows Hasim is just about the hardest puncher in the division. Nobody's not going to stand there and get hit. So when the bell says ding, he got into survival mode. He did not want to get hit. I don't blame him. So all we had to do, when I see little things here and there, cut the ring off behind the jab, step in, and stop walking to the guy. When he walks to the guy, everything, his timing goes off. If we'd have skipped to the guy more behind the jab, sit and go to the body, we'd have got him up out of here early. But like I said, we'll probably have one more fight before, and everything will be good. You know.
Hasim was saying he wants to get in there quick until you race this one and get right back in there quick. Do you agree with that? You want to get him right back in fast?
So I want to call this promoter tonight.
Right.
And, you know, to explain to him we got to get right back in there because we'll be back in the gym. I was going to give him a week off. He can't get that week off now. We have to get right back in the gym and go back to work.
He had mentioned also that when you guys do get back to work, he wants you to punish him. If he's not doing what he needs to do, he wants you to punish him.
He knows I can do that. That's not a problem. It's not a problem. Listen, we're in the hurt business. You know what I'm saying? But if he applied the pressure like I asked him to behind the jab, sit and punch, we'd have got the kid up out of there. So now what you're gonna do? You're gonna see a brand new Hasim Rahman. You know.
Did you see anything tonight that you were happy with his performance?
They stopped the fight.
That they got to stop?
They stopped the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, the kid body shots, when Hasim started going to the body. And,
he started gassing right away. Everything, so the wheels started coming off.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's a matter of time.
All right, let's move on real quick. I want to talk about Ishe Smith real quick. You know, one of your guys just got released by DeBella, which we all know that's a blessing. No knock at Lou. It was one of those things where Ishe was too much risk, no reward. He's too good. He's not an opponent for nobody. Exactly. You know what I mean? He's too good, so people weren't wanting to really get in there with the guy. So talk to the fans a little bit out there about what you're going to do with Ishe.
I spoke to Ishe tonight to let him know that he has to be back in the gym Monday. And we're going to be doing some big things with Ishe. I mean, some great big things.
Nice.
And maybe even catapult him to a world title fight.
Wow.
You know, so I mean, we're on top of him. I did not turn my back on him. I never would turn my back on a guy like him. So we just gotta, you know, go to work. And put our nose to the grindstone like we always do.
Yeah, but you know, his last two performances, man. I mean, he some people thought he beat Guerrero at that Showtime fight, and then he comes back and gets a second round stoppage.
Yeah.
And then he gets shelved.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be frustrating as all can be.
Very frustrating, but you know, this is how boxing is. But like I said, I'm not gonna ever turn my back on him because I know what type of potential that he has.
Yeah, and I know he speaks very highly of you. He has a lot of admiration for you.
We work hard in the gym. You know, listen, anytime I got to get up out of my bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not fighting no more. You know, to make sure my guys do their road work, and it's cool like that because all my guys are there, and we put in the work together. So that's how it is. So I'm talking about
That's not entirely true.
He said, don't worry about him.
That's not entirely true.
All right, the chance back in, folks.
I gotta correct him on that.
All right, we're gonna let you.
Yeah, he gets out of his bed
That's
at
right.
5 in the morning. That's true.
That is correct.
But it was one statement where he said we put in the work together, and that's not true. What he does is he got an Escalade, a big, nice, pretty Escalade. All he do is ride and listen to the
That
music
Cadillac with
while
the-
all his fighters run.
Drink a cup of
That's
coffee.
all he does. So that's not entirely putting in the work together.
I have to put my foot on the gas.
That's not. Yeah, see what I'm
and
saying?
press down.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
And when you ask him, once you run with him,
Operate the air conditioning
he
controls.
said, "I'm retired."
That's right.
So I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
And get back to the.
All right, appreciate that, champ.
I can't stand for no lies now.
All right, let's talk about the rest of your stable. Who else you working with out there?
Oh, I got a kid, Badu Jack the Ripper.
Uh-oh, talk to me about him.
He just fought last week in Atlantic City. Looked spectacular. He stopped a kid that had a pretty good record, 6-1 record. You know, went right to him and beat him up and stopped him in the 5th round.
How many pro fights does he have?
He's 6-0.
Oh, so he's still a kid.
Knockouts.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's gonna be.
Nice amateur pedigree.
Yes, he was on he's from Sweden.
Wow.
He was on the Sweden Olympic team.
Oh yeah.
So he came to me with a pretty good resume, and him and Ishe boss. And I have a great guy to the gym.
That's great, man. Well, give me some closing thoughts for the fans out there, champ.
Well, you know, since the departure of Chad Dawson, it's not that it's the end of Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. You know, again, one fighter does not define, or one promoter, our big rotund friend, does not define how Eddie Mustafa Muhammad works. You know what I'm saying? I like guys like the rotund promoter that talk, you know, Chad into leaving. But then again, I just keep on making champions, that's all.
All I know is I got it on video. Eddie Mustafa Muhammad screaming for Chad Dawson to do what he was supposed to do, and he didn't do it in that last fight. I'm going to defend you here a little bit.
And I appreciate that.
I'm going to defend you here a little bit.
It's always this here. Somebody has to take the blame, and it's not going to be the fighter.
No, it's going to be a fall guy.
That's it. And so I understand that.
You've been around the game. You know how
Exactly.
it works. Right,
Exactly. I
right.
understand that.
Yep. All right, champ. Well, I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for
My
joining
pleasure,
8 Count
Black.
News.
Anytime, anytime.